Yan. So, sagot tayo ng isa pang problem ng LC circuit. Okay. So, what's this? Kung bakit na-execute na. Yun. So, a series circuit consisting of a 0.398 inductor, inductance, and 212 microfarad capacitor. Capacitance is connected to a 125 volts variable frequency source. At what frequency will the circuit take a lagging current of 2.5 amps? Okay, so what's the first thing we do is draw the diagram. Sabi dito ay siya ay isang series circuit. So, draw natin sa series. Simpleng box lang. Meron daw tayong inductor. Meron din tayong capacitor. Okay? So, nauna si inductor. Susunod si... Meron tayong inductor. Susunod si capacitor. Oh, sorry. Oh, laki din. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan po ang ating inductor. And meron tayong capacitor connected to a variable source, frequency source. Okay, nandito po ang ating source as usual. Frequency. So, pag sinabing frequency, ito po ay alternating current variable frequency source. That's 125 volts. And the question is, what frequency will the circuit take a lagging current of 2.5 amps? Saan po located sa frequency? Nandito po sa source natin kasi nga siya po ay alternating current. Nawawala po ito. Inductor ay 0.398 H. Si capacitance ay 212 microfarad. Na-drawing na po natin si diagram. What is the next step? For me personally, in-organize ko yung mga information. So again, the topic is an LC circuit. And the type of circuit. Anong type of circuit to? Guys, what do you think? So, ang sabi dito sa ating problem, the circuit take a lagging current of 2.5 amps. So, lagging yung current, leading ang voltage, ibig sabihin. And that characteristic is an example of an inductive circuit. So this is an inductive circuit. Remember, sa inductive circuit, leading po ang voltage and lagging po ang current. Lagging current. Okay? So kasama siya sa ating mga given. So, ang ating current and voltage. Ang ating current ay lagging. Voltage is leading. Okay. So, na-identify na natin kung anong type of circuit. What is the type of source? Siya po ay AC. Okay, let's go ahead and write down naman the variable. So, ulitin ko lang to. Let's write down the variables or the given. So, ako may format kasi ako lagi po nagsasolve ko. So, okay. First is the angular frequency, ordinary frequency next ang ating Ohm's law. Meron tayong voltage, which is V. Meron tayong current, which is I, big I. And since ito po ay alternating current, wala po tayong resistance. Rather, what we have is an impedance. Impedance, which is Z. Pero same lang sila ng resistance. Okay. What is next? What are the next variables? Next po ay ang ating inductance. Okay, ano pong solve sa inductance? Under po ng inductance, papasok po si inductive reactance. Magkaiba po yung dalawang yan. And dalawa po ang ating inductive reactance. Bakit dalawa? Oopsie. Bakit po dalawa? Meron po tayo for AC, meron po tayo for DC. Okay. Next is ang ating capacitance. Ina-align ko yung mga yung mga equal sign para organize. So, ang solve sa capacitance is capacitive reactance. And dalawa rin po yan. Bakit may yan? Reactance. And again, meron po tayong for AC, meron po tayong for DC. Palitin lang po natin. Okay. So, let's fill in the blanks kung ano yung mga variables na meron tayo based on sa equation. Meron tayong source, voltage source, 125 volts. Okay? And at the same time, meron pala tayong total current din. May current din pala is 2.5 amps. And given din ng amperes ang current. So 2.5 amps. Frequency ay nawawala. Yun po ay ordinary frequency. Iba pa ang angular. Ano pa meron tayo? Meron tayong inductance. Ang inductance is 0.398 Henry. Meron din tayong capacitance, which is 212 microfarad. Yun lang po. Okay, so we can now proceed sa ating solution. So ito yung mga given. Yan po. Ang hinahanap po natin, solution. So, ano nga po ulit ang ating hinahanap? Ang ating pong hinahanap ay ang frequency. Ano daw ang frequency if nag-stay ang current sa 2.5? Okay. So, let's go ahead and solve the most obvious variable, which is what? Yung impedance. Kasi ohms lang yan. Diba? Yun ang pinaka-una nating isosolve kasi napaka-obvious lang naman yan. Ano ang formula ng Ohm's law? I is equals to V over Z. Yan po. For AC circuit. Okay. Finding Z. Para tayo. Okay. And let's fill in the blanks. Meron tayong 2.5 amps, yes, and 125 volts, and to Z. Okay, so hanapin natin to Z. Let's just transpose, no? Isolate the Z. Z is equals to 125 volts over 2.5 amperes. Hindi ko naman pinakita kung paano nag-transpose, pero dapat alam niyo na yan. Okay, so let's compute. 125 volts divided by 2.5 is, ang ating total impedance sa buong circuit is 50 ohms. Okay. So take note po, ang 50 ohms again is an output of the 2.5 amperes, 125 volts over 2.5 amperes. Okay, so how will we find the frequency? Paano hahanapin sa frequency? So let's do a mapping method. Finding frequency. Ano ang formula na merong frequency? Okay. Ang formula na merong frequency is XL and XC. Ang formula nito is 2 pi FL. Ang sa capacitive reactance naman is 1 over 2 pi FC. Diba? Wala tayo. How would we find frequency? Wala nga tayong F. Diba? So, anong sunod? So, remember, meron tayo nito, impedance. And impedance, again, is equals to R squared plus total or net reactance. Squared yan. But again, wala po tayong resistors. This is a zero resistor. Okay? So, mawawala si R. Matitira lang po ay si X squared. Square the expression, matitira si X, absolute value. Yan po ay net reactance. Yan yung subscript niya. Net reactance. And net reactance, I don't know if you can recall, ang formula po ng total reactance, is XL minus XC. Diba? And since equal po si impedance and total reactance, therefore we could say impedance is equals to XL minus XC. Diba? And this will be our working equation. Okay? Kasi we already found the value of the impedance, which is 50 ohms. Frequency lang po ang nawawala. Diba? So this expression here, etong XL minus XC, must produce a 50 ohms. So input natin yung mga formula. XL is 2 pi FL quantity minus quantity 1 over 2 pi f c. Okay, complete tayo ng variables nito. Meron tayong L, meron tayong C. Okay, F lang po talaga ang nawawala. So, anong gagawin natin? How will we find F? So, we will find F via trial and error. So, manguhula tayong number. Okay, didelete ko lang ito. Para i-organize natin, ha? Finding frequency via via trial and error. Again, let's use our working equation. Okay. Kopyahin ko lang to kasi ako. Okay. So again, 50 ohms. Input lang natin yung variables. Oh, give me a number. Let's just say halimbawa 20. Say frequency, hula-hula lang. Ano si inductance? Inductance is 0.398. 0.398. Okay? Minus 1 over 2 pi. Ang hula natin is 20 ang frequency. Ano po ang ating capacitance? 212. 212 times 10 to negative 6. Kasi naka-micro nga siya, guys, diba? Okay. So, this expression should produce a 50 ohms. Pag hindi, edi iibahin natin yung frequency. So, input natin. 2 shift pi 20 0.398. This is 50.01. Minus, ang sunod, 1 over 2 shift pi 20 ang frequency, 212 times 10 raised to negative 6 po ang ating capacitance. And this is 37.54. Okay? Pag ma-minus lang po natin sila, dapat 50 po ang lumabas. Evidently, malayo po siya sa katotohanan kasi sa malayo pa lang, alam na natin, hindi 50 ang sagot. $12.47. So, no. Oopsie. No. 50. No. So, hindi po 20 ang frequency. Let's try to make it 30 naman. Tama ba ko? Basta hindi 20 ang frequency. Let's try 30. Gawin natin 30. Okay. To shift by 30, 0.398 is 75.02. 1 minus 2 shift pi, frequency is 30. 212 times 10 raised to negative 6 is 25 minus 25.02. Okay, minus natin 0.02 minus 25.02. Hey, okay guys, seems like we found our answer. 50 po, flat. Okay, and they are both the same. It only means na ang frequency na hinahanap natin, therefore, frequency is equals to 30 Hertz. Yan po ang sagot. Okay, so frequency 30 Hertz. Okay, yan po, 30 Hertz. And that is our final answer. So meron pang ibang method kung ba gumagamit ng quadratic pero this is way shorter. So naninindihan niyo.